Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Sacha Sells Miami. I will be your host, Sacha Wood, licensed realtor. For those of you tuning in, this is part 2 of the home buying series. Now, last week we discussed the pre-approval process with Jason from PRMG. Now that you have your pre-approval letter, what do you need to do? You need to find yourself a realtor. Now, you don't have to work with me, although I wouldn't be upset if you did. But in all seriousness, when looking for a realtor, you need to find somebody that you can trust, who's going to be transparent, and also continue that relationship even after the transaction is over. Now, I say this because I, as a realtor, I keep in touch with all of my past clients. Now, we catch up with drinks, or I'll call and text them and say, how was John's first day of kindergarten? I mean, this business is all about building and maintaining that relationship. So with that being said, I'm actually here at the park. My clients have requested for us to meet here. It's very hot, guys. It's very, very hot. But again, it's all about flexibility and going with the flow. So we're going to sit down and I'm going to get all of their must-haves because, again, this is a big purchase for them. So you want to make sure that they're happy. But once I get their must-haves, do you know what the next step is? Your favorite part. That is the fastest house showing I've ever done. You might be a buyer that falls in love with the first house they see, or you might look at 5 to 10 houses. It happens. This is a big deal. But before going out to look at these houses, your realtor would have prepared you and given you pertinent information about each of them. For example, the roof. Is it old? Is it new? The septic tank. When was the last time it was cleaned? The central unit, is it new? Is it old? A lot of these things are very, very important. Now, aside from that, a lot of things that might be important for you is the commute. Where's the closest highway? Or the schools. How are the schools in the area? Or my neighborhood. Are there any crazies around? These things are very important. So you want to be prepared as a buyer as well as your realtor, okay? And you need to ask questions. So, are you ready to make that offer? So, if you're ready, you have to stay tuned for the next episode because I have a special guest that's going to go over certain areas that are very beneficial to you as the buyer. So, you need to stay tuned. Subscribe to my channel. You can find me on Instagram, on Facebook, on LinkedIn, and on TikTok. My website, sachasellsmiami.com. Now, hot takeaways. So, 1, make sure you find yourself a good realtor, somebody who's going to be honest, transparent, and who's going to walk you through the entire process and give you great information. 2, be prepared. Ask questions. Your realtor is going to prepare you as well, give you a neighborhood analysis of all the areas that you want to visit, as well as comps. So that way, when you are ready to make that offer, you know exactly where your price range is going to be. And 3, you snooze, you lose. Don't wait and make that offer. It might not be there again.